Hi everyone, welcome back to Storytime Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap one of the film from 2015, The Visit. Without any further, let's get started. To Philadelphia siblings while Becca, 15, and Tyler, 13, get ready for a 5-day visit with their grandparents. Their divorced mother Loretta takes a cruise with her new partner. Loretta says that after marrying her high school teacher whom her parents disapproved of, she hasn't spoken to them in 15 years.
Which was like crazy, and you'd spoken to my parents in...
Having never seen their grandparents, the teenagers want to use a camcorder to capture a documentary about their visit. At the train station, Becca and Tyler first see their grandparents, who she addresses as Pop Pop and Nana. For the first time, the children are overjoyed to visit their grandparents. As soon as she gets to the house, Becca starts using her camera to film everything Tyler does. The fact that her grandchildren are here makes Nana very pleased as well. After moving into their former mother's room upstairs, Tyler and Becca settle comfortably. Everything appears to be going quite nicely so far, nothing out of the ordinary. Tyler and Becca are allowed to roam around freely and are enjoying a pleasant day spent discovering their surroundings. Grandpa visits their room at night to tell them of the regulations they must follow in this house. Tyler and Becca are told that they should not leave their room after 9:30 p.m. and that they should never go into the basement due to the presence of poisonous mold. However, that night, Becca and Tyler were unable to fall asleep. One additional hour after curfew, Becca goes downstairs in search of food because she is hungry and plans to grab a cake from the kitchen. To her dismay, though, Nana is found puking all over the floor and wandering around, which makes her nervous. Feeling nervous, Becca bolts inside her room. She questions her granddad about last night's incident the next day. Pop Pop maintains that Nana's illness was due to a stomach infection. Afterwards, he cautions her against leaving their bedroom after 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, of course.
As they continue to explore, the children play hide and seek in the crawl area beneath the house during the day. Becca follows Tyler with her camera as she makes her way through the dark mock columns while Tyler hides.
I'll have to use track.
But when Becca turns around, she's taken aback to see Nana's animalistic shape leaping for her in an abnormally quick pace. She tries to get away as soon as possible so that Nana can't find her. Stretching out of the crawl area and toward the safety of sunshine, Becca retreats. Nana comes out giggling at what she takes to be a joke. Shortly after, a doctor called Sam knocks on their door and requests to speak with their grandparents. However, their grandparents have not returned from their walk, so they are not at home right now. He says he's from Maple Shade, where the grandparents work as volunteers at the hospital. When he visits to see how they're doing, he worries why they haven't been showing up for their assigned shifts. Their grandparents are still away. Tyler then decides to check what's in the shed while vlogging. He sneaks inside and sees a pile in the corner. When he looks closer to see what it is, he realizes that it's used adult diapers.
Oh, God damn it!
Following their grandparents' return, Pop Pop shows Becca and Tyler about the town.
Never answers the phone.
Okay, I'll go.
In the school their mother had attended. Later on, Pop Pop warns the kids to leave since they are being followed. When the kids notice a man across the street, Pop Pop rushes over to confront him and starts yelling at him. After Tyler and Becca persuade him to stop worrying about the man, Pop Pop apologizes to them, recognizing that he was only being too cautious. That night, they hear a frightening noise coming from outside in their locked door. Tyler encourages Becca to open the door because the two want to video what's behind it. When the door is unlocked, they find a nude Nana scratching at the door across from them. Scratching like a scared dog, they slam the door. The following morning, Pop Pop and Nana are going somewhere with breakfast on the table for them. Nana apologizes, saying that hot oil got on Becca's computer webcam and prevented them from being able to show their faces when they were on Skype with their mother. Becca and Tyler inform their mother right away that their grandparents have been acting strangely for the past few days.
You're old, Tyler.
She comforts them that although their grandparents seem strange, that's simply how elderly people behave. Sometimes they're grumpy, and sometimes they're suspicious. In the afternoon, Becca approaches her grandmother and requests an interview. Becca starts the interview by asking warm-up questions, such as what happened 15 years prior that made Nana stop talking to her daughter. But Nana starts getting crazy and trembling badly.
Nana, don't answer.
At 10:16 p.m. that night, they hear a terrible ruckus outside and wonder what Nana is doing when they open the door. They watch as Nana dashes by them in both directions while holding both of her arms behind her back. They close and lock the door just as she's ready to crawl near the camera. On the fourth day, Becca and Tyler witness their grandma peering into a well, which triggers another bizarre event. As Tyler and Becca get closer to the well in an attempt to discover what's inside, all they discover is water. Later that day, Stacy, a neighbor, stops by to inform them that their grandparents worked at the hospital while she was in recovery, and she baked them pastries as a token of appreciation.
It's okay, just be natural.
After that, Becca hears her grandmother laughing uncontrollably in the living room. Determined to find out what television program her grandmother is laughing at, she goes to investigate. It hopes it's the same one that her mother adores. However, she discovers Nana rocking in a chair with her back to the wall. Suddenly, the grandma put a shawl over her own face.
Nana!
When Becca enters the shed, she discovers her pop holding a firearm in his mouth. Because of peculiar things that consistently happen, they choose to install a covert camera in the living room in order to monitor everything that happens at night. They eventually nod off as time goes by. The camera in the living area captures Nana repeatedly opening and shutting the downstairs door. After grabbing a butcher knife in the kitchen, she takes up the camera and records herself walking up to the kid's bedroom and banging on the door.
Becca?
Wakefully, Becca and Tyler hear Nana trying to get in, but they just remain still. They see that Nana was attempting to kill them when they see the video the following morning.
What's the elixir?
Becca informs Tyler that since their mother is returning from her vacation on that particular day, all they have to do is walk outside and act like kids to avoid their grandparents. Becca takes advantage of the opportunity to clean her webcam of oil. A few hours later, they witness Nana and Pop fighting angrily with Stacy, their neighbor, outside the window. They think about the reason behind their arguments. They wait till their grandparents are outside before they go on Skype and clean the webcam so their mother may finally see them. They swiftly inform her that their grandparents are frightening them and that she must come get them immediately. To let his mother see the grandparents, Tyler records them on camera from the window.
Becca.
They've been acting so strange, Mom.
Becca, Tyler.
The mother, who is surprised by what he saw, tells them both they are not her parents. They have been living with strangers for the past week. Their mother tries to contact the local police right away, just as she is telling them to go somewhere safe.
I'm gonna keep calling from the car. I'm coming.
Later that evening, the grandparents advise having a board game that night, but the kids say they'd rather record something outside. As the grandparents organize the teams, they approach the yard and they discover Stacy is dead and dangling from a tree. Pop shows in and informs them that the teams young vs. old have already been decided. The pretend grandparents make the children play Yahtzee. Becca excuses herself from the game, stating that she needs to quickly film something. Now that he is by himself, Tyler starts experiencing peculiar experiences. Meanwhile, Nana is observed eating cake strangely, and Pop abruptly leaves the table.
Isn't it getting late?
The elderly man goes back to the table and approaches his wife, who froze at that moment. Becca descends to the basement and tells the audience that she believes her true grandparents are stuck there, which is why her fake Pop warned them to stay away. Becca starts yelling for the real Nana and Pop, but she gets no answer. She dashes over to the dumpster she spots in the corner. She discovers later that what she sees inside is something from Maple Shade, which is a mental health facility. She discovers a family portrait of her true grandparents as well. She digs farther and, to her amazement, discovers her real grandparents' bodies. Pop has emerged just behind her, and this is the moment when he opens out to her. At a nearby mental hospital, where the real Nana and Pop were regular volunteers, he and the woman who Becca knows as his Nana were patients. When they informed them that their grandkids would be visiting soon, the two imposters thought it would be entertaining to try it out in their surroundings. Therefore, they murdered and replaced their real grandparents. It is also revealed that the fake Nana was a former parent. As a result, the grandmother was observed staring into a well a few days ago because she recalls that, 35 years prior, she had purposefully thrown her child into the well. Additionally, it is disclosed that Nana suffers from a condition known as sundial, a type of dementia that strikes at the end of the day. That clarifies why fake Nana frequently becomes more disoriented at night and exhibits unpredictable behavior and lack of light.
It waits for us. I saw it out in the...
Following the revelation, Becca is taken by her Pop and held captive in his bedroom beside Nana. He then begins to mentally abuse Tyler by covering his face with his soiled diaper. At the same time, Nana is still after Becca. As Nana smacks Becca's face against the mirror, glass fragments break all around them. As Becca picks up a shard of glass, Nana leaps over her and begins to claw at her. Nana is killed by Becca's glass shard stabbing. She rushes into the kitchen and gives her Pop a hard time. Pop is about to lose control when Tyler strikes him, knocking him to the ground and killing him with repeated head slams of the refrigerator door. They dash outside as soon as they hear police sirens, finding their mother in the police cars in front of them. With gratitude for their current safety, they give each other hugs. That is how the film ends. Thanks for watching, and remember to turn on your notifications to watch more movie recaps like this one.